Continue.
And one sea
All right.
lion, you put them together.
Everybody!
Badger.
What?
If you take one lion, no wait.
No.
Lion.
A badger!
If you take one
Badger,
badger,
badger.
and one sea lion and you put them together, you get one sea badger. Like you.
Will it have fins? That'd be so cool, badger with fins. They'd like flop under the trees.
Flop under the trees.
Yeah, they live in holes, right?
Mosquito.
What is it?
That was the black guy on my spinal tap.
Shannon, I think we need an exorcism. Another
Lay down in
exorcism.
the pool. We'll see what we can do.
What?
That was intelligent, Kirstie, but I think I was the only one who got that.
I wasn't saying.
I just want to hear the story.
Continue.
Oh, I'm gonna make a breakdown. Can you see that?
Tell the story.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So one day,
One day, once upon a
my
time.
dog was it was about Wednesday, and it was about Wednesday. You know, it was like 12:50. No, it was like 11:55, almost a Wednesday. And my dog was like, "Hey, let's go for a walk." And I was like, "Okay." So, what is that view? Anyway,
Dramatic.
all right. So,
Oh yeah, that's exactly it.
Just saying. Keep going.
okay.
Yes.
Anyway,
She has a
my
hedgehog
dog
in there.
wanted to go for.
Nobody heard that.
Yep, yep. Anyway,
Anyways.
all right, so my dog wanted to go for a walk, and I was like, okay. So I attached the leash, and we walked
She
out.
sounds like one of the people on Monster Quest when they're
Could you
telling the
shut
story
up?
of like finding the
Then a
monster.
chupacabra popped out. Anyway,
Ohio Grassman.
Lauren, can I just say something about monster?
hands.
the Mothman jumped out.
Wait, I have to swallow.
Really, Shannon?
Swallow? Yeah, only on Wednesdays.
I recommend figuring it out.
I believe it was a Wednesday.
No, the thing with Monster Quest that pisses me off is like every single, like you turn it on.
They set up the cameras, but they never see
Listen,
it.
No, they
You
found
know.
the chupacabra once.
Shh, you know. You know they're not gonna find anything when you turn the tail, but then you get hooked and you watch it and you're like, all right, they're gonna find something, even though the back of your head's like, no, they're not gonna find anything, but you're like, yeah, they're gonna find something. And then the like narrator at the beginning of the movie is like, today we are going to search for Owlbear who still lives in the woods and like does all these things with berries and whatever. And then he's
There's
like,
some smashed
maybe
berries.
we will find him, maybe we won't. We're going to set up our high-tech equipment and use our night goggles.
They're like $1 million equipment.
And we are gonna go searching in the rivers and things like that. And then at the end, they do all this epic stuff and they make it really scary with like lighting and sound. And they find like a fish. And then they're like, at the end, they're like,
They do.
today in this epic quest, we risked some lives, we risked some bananas or whatever. And they're like,
Wouldn't
But
it be berries? Because the owl
we never
man
found the Owlbear, but maybe next time we will find
And
the
there never is a
Owlbear.
And there's never a next time.
And then, no, there's a next time, and it's the same thing all over again, except they find a different fish.
You're spitting everywhere.
It must be. That was the best Monster Crest rant ever.
Let's hear Kirstie's story.
What?
Let's hear your story.
Okay, anyway, all right.
Hitting on your camera.
I know.
So I was walking.
That was a $75 yearbook.
I'm $75.
More like a moldy penny, am I right?
It's an extra 15 for shipping.
Swallow! Spit it out! Winners are quitters!
I hate all of you.
You ate olives?
I run with olives. Wait.
Olives?
I run olives. No, look, I run with olives.
Okay, Shannon.
You forgot the
Wait, what did
I.
you say?
Edward.
I know where you live, Kellyanne. No, you don't, Father. Father Stevens always knows where you go, Kellyanne.
Oh, I saw that.
What is that?
Amazing Phil. On YouTube. Go look up Amazing Phil. All you in that camera lens.
Are you making fun of people who live in camera lenses? Because my relatives live there.
Can you tell the story already, please?
Is everyone ready?
I have been
We're ready.
for a good story for
Okay.
like 15 minutes
So-
now.
Hey! Whose fault's that?
Yours.
Anyway,
Blondie.
all right, so anyway, I took my dog for a walk. I attached
We
him
have
to
that
the leash.
established.
Well, I want to tell it again. Maybe they forgot. Anyway, everyone stop laughing during my story. All right, so I'm walking around my little block.
Just take your breath.
Here's me and my dog walking, but the dog like slithers on the ground. See, okay. Now, anyway, what part was I at?
Are you eating cereal right now?
Oh no, okay.
The dog slithers
Anyway,
on the ground.
so I'm walking. Then suddenly there's these three like little, maybe an 11, 10, and an 8-year-old. This 8-year-old's like this tall, maybe a 4-year-old. I don't know. But he's riding a bike with these bigger kids, and suddenly I hear someone scream, "Oh, dog!" And I'm like, okay, what? So I just keep walking, and finally this little short kid, like that tall, like little 8-year-old, comes up to me. He looks like that Gibby kid from iCarly.
Oh!
Yeah, the fat one.
I know who that is!
Like him.
Yes!
And the same voice and everything. So,
Oh!
so he rides
I'm
over on his
listening.
bike like, "Ugh," and I'm like, okay. So yeah, exactly. He's making those like pumping noises, everything. And suddenly, he's like, "Hey, girl," and I'm like, "Yes." And you know, he's a little 8-year-old. I'm not gonna be mean to him and be like, "Hey, get off my lawn," you know. So actually, it wasn't even my lawn, but so you know, this kid suddenly asked me, he's like, "So, how often do you guys talk?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "You and your dog. How often do you guys talk? Like, does he talk to you when he gets home?" And I'm like, "Not generally." And he's like, "Do you talk to him often?" I'm like, "No." So, you know, he keeps asking me how much I talk to my friggin' dogs. And suddenly, you know, I'm starting to walk away. He's like, "So, have you ever kissed anybody?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, there's no girls to kiss around, and I was wondering," and I was like, "Kid, no, I'm leaving." And this kid's like, "No, you don't understand, there's no one to kiss around, you're the only person, I love you." And I'd never seen this kid before, so either he stalks me or he's just like really desperate. So.
It was Tatarp.
He was probably a kid of Tarp.
Spawn of
A
the
sparn.
tarp.
Sparn.
Spawn.
I said
Idiot.
sparn.
It's a sparn.
And you know,
What?
so
Continue.
he lives in a barn. Anyway,
Yes.
I think I know where he lives. But anyway,
Predophile. Predophile. What are they doing over there? The tarp is CJ. They're falling down.
Don't fall! You'll get hurt!
Sarah.
You think they're gonna like fall off the Titanic?
let's all start singing the Titanic.
Oh my gosh,
I'll never let go, Jack!
don't let go! She's like a dying chihuahua. It's like Alicia. It's like Alicia hiccuping.
Oh my god,
with a
Alicia,
chihuahua.
start hiccuping. That's epic.
Finish your
Story.
All right, Stuart.
Start hiccuping, alright? Start singing the Titanic song. Okay,
I'm really
Titanic
tempted to
is
just-
afloat.
I'm really tempted to just go over there and flip the hammock.
I'll do it.
I was considering it
I just wanna
anyway.
go, like,
You should
body
Meta,
slam.
do it when they're not. Just stealth. Hey!
Fail.
Continue.
Do it. Anyway, so you know, this kid's still asking me to make out with him, and I'm like, "No," and he's like, "No, we don't have to do it when other people are around. We can go in the woods, the woods." And I'm like, "This is an 8-year-old, mind you." So I'm like, "No," and you know, my dog's like hiding behind me. He's even scared, and he's like, you know, bigger than me. So I'm like, and, you know, so this kid keeps saying like, "No, we can make out in the woods, the woods." So I'm like, "No, kid, I am going home." And he's like, "We can go there and do it," and I'm like, "No." So you know, I start running away, and he's at the top of this hill, and he's like, "Come back! I love you! I love you! You're my first love!
Backing up.
You're the only person I've ever loved! Baby, come back! The woods!" And he's screaming that for like an hour. So, you know, I run inside and I'm like, and then I keep looking out my window like through the shades, like making sure the kid's not stalking me home. And then, you know,
That would have been amazing if all of a sudden you got a knock at your window going, "The woods!"
and then, not only that, but then just, I believe it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday as well.
It was a Wednesday as well, and, you know, there's a really cute cat outside. It's my neighbor's cat, Bugsy, and I'm like, "Oh my god, so gush!" So I had to go out and touch it, so...
Did you just say Stephen King?
I'm saying Bugsy.
Oh, okay.
No, I was laughing at
Continue.
my own okay. Anyway.
Holy crap.
Whoa! Lauren, what are you doing?
Fun.